Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the air conditioning is still unbearably loud, but I have got to get this done. So today I have for you Monkey Business, Fun with Idioms by Laura Hambleton and Sedat Turhan. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this. I'm very sorry. You've made such a lovely book for me, and I am doing such a terrible job with it. This is a book about idioms, like sayings, like monkey business, and put your best foot forward. And I'm going to play this one by ear. And there is not a lot here. There is no story to this book. It is merely illustrations that show you, that's not one of them, illustrations that sort of explain the idiom. You can kind of question, okay, what does this mean? What does that mean? And then in the end, there's kind of a glossary of those idioms to tell you what they mean. So if you know someone, you have a child, maybe a English as a second language child, and they're struggling with these kinds of things, this is a great book for them. If you have a child that's a slow learner in language, again, a great book for that child. The images are fun. They look to be done in some kind of a tempera style paint. So they are the bright colors that a child would like. This almost looks like a book written by a child. Again, the problem here being is that this book, I don't like the separation of fact from point. I would like it to be on this page, it shows me the idiom. On the next page, it explains the idiom, so that this book is not something where it's like, okay, let me go through all this, now understand it. It's show me, understand is what I would prefer, just from a personal standpoint. I would also like more of the etymology, more of the history behind these. I'd like this to be a learning book that teaches me more. Now again, I'm not a child. Your child may look at this and just be really happy and love this book all to death. Again, I read this and I think, gee, you know, this almost feels like a wasted opportunity. There's so much better that could be done with this. It's not a bad book. It's, again, I would definitely recommend you pick this up at the library. Your child may learn something about language from this book. It also, however, may backfire on you, and they may be harder to understand, or they may be looking up idioms that are not so commonly used. There's that. But otherwise, you know, it's a fun, bright book, but it's not as fun as it could be, and it's not as informative as it could be. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And my opinion is one amongst many. So if you happen to have read this book, why don't you tell me what you think down in the comments below? I am Richard Leland Neal.